Mwahahaha! My glasses just fogged up a lot. Happy Halloween! Well, hello there. I need to fix that. So as you can see, I am dressed as the Grim Reaper, which is very spooky. Yeah. So, it's finally Halloween. We've made it to this glorious day. Congratulations. It's been quite the ride. We've done a lot of things leading up to this day. We've crafted our very own pumpkin roll. We've created our very own pumpkins. Ow. That almost spilled water. We've made a few friends along the way and even strategized on how to pick out the perfect pumpkin for you. So today we're going to bring it all together in the final Halloween hype episode. I know, it's very tragic, and I'm very sad about this ending, but we are coming back with the most epic and Halloween-y activity there is, and that is, I need to get up and find it, carving a pumpkin. That's crushing my hand. Okay, let's get to it. You will need newspaper. It's very important that you don't get your whole station messed up. 1 large spoon. Knives. Be very careful because knives are sharp. A generic permanent marker. Let's call it a Smarpie. A pumpkin, of course. Okay, this costume is choking me. Step 1 is take your newspaper and spread it all out, okay? So you really need to make sure that your workstation is completely covered because you don't want to ruin anything with your immaculate pumpkin. Isn't that right, Edgar? Take your pumpkin and put it on the... This is a really big pumpkin. Now, at first it might seem a little daunting to have to carve this all by yourself. And it is. Take your Sharpie and before we do anything, we need to empty this boy out. So we're going to draw a circle around the stem so we can get to the guts. Somewhat close to the stem, you know, you don't want to cut out all that good pumpkin content. Now take the very big scary knife and start to cut. Here is a very important tip. You don't want to cut straight down because then the stem circle thing will fall into the pumpkin. So cut at an angle towards the stem. You might need to stand up for this part. Okay, this is a really firm pumpkin. The knife seems to be stuck inside of the pumpkin. A side note, be safe. Knives are very sharp. So you need to think about your safety when you are doing this. Just kind of wiggle it out of there. This is a very classic fall tradition that many people choose to do for fun. I've done it there, yeah. So that's disgusting. I forgot how much I hate doing this. Oh, it's very cold. There's like frost on it. Oh, you need to see this. This is very cool. My pumpkin has been stored outside for I don't know how long. So as you can see, there's frost forming on the inside. That's a very cool thing. So get your knife out of the pumpkin. I messed up in the size of the hole. It's very small. So I'm gonna have great difficulty getting all of these guts out. But that's just... Sometimes you have to deal with things that you don't want to deal with. And that's just the facts of life. That's getting all over me. Oof, okay. So warning, your hands get very slimy when you, in this step. So be sure to not be scared of that. Here's a tip. To get the guts off of the stem part, cut the stem part with your knife so that all the guts just come off. There we go. Now let's start digging. This is disgusting. So we are starting out with a pretty hollow boy. Just kind of scrape around. Yum! Now, you may be thinking, you need the tools for the trade. That's true. And there are tools to make this job easier. But at this present moment, I may be unable to locate these items. But I'm responsible. So I'm able to find replacements. Sometimes, if you listen closely, you can hear the sound of the seeds bumping together. And sometimes it sounds like bones rattling. I don't like this very much. Yum, yum, yum. Sometimes you just need to go in with your hand and just... That was incredibly disturbing. It's so cold. Seeds, 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 seeds. Not a nice feeling. Those were guts. Okay. I'm going to rinse my hand off. Now that your pumpkin is mostly empty, you're going to decide on a part of the pumpkin to draw the face on. I know for me, this pumpkin has a bit of a dent in the one side, so you want to pick a very flat, round surface. That was very contradictory. To draw your face on, think a minute, start to draft ideas about what you want your face to say, what you think it'll look like, and then start to draw it. That's a crooked nose. Now you want to take a smaller knife this time because this will take more control. So once you've drawn it all on, just poke a hole in the boy. Now depending on your skill level, you might want to avoid some designs. Like round sides, I know, are very difficult to carve. So that's why I'm stupid and I've decided on a design that includes round parts. Really, this part is entirely up to you and your imagination. You can choose to go any way you want with this pumpkin. Haha! We have an eye. So sometimes you're just gonna have a pumpkin with two different eyes. And the world is gonna have to learn how to deal with it, you know? Not every pumpkin's eyes are the same. And that's just a fact of life. That is incredibly misshapen. We're just gonna fix that. Personally, I'm not going to show you my pumpkin until I'm all done. Because that's just how suspense works, people. Start to carve your nose. The nose is a very important part of your jack-o'-lantern, and you don't want to make it feel or seem unimportant. Now, to a lot of people, pumpkin carving is art. It is extremely important and good, and you know, that's for me too. I take pumpkin carving incredibly seriously. If I'm going to carve a pumpkin, I'm going to put every ounce of my being, every ounce of effort that I may have into making this pumpkin the best that I can make it. I'm very intense about my pumpkin carving, and you should be too, because pumpkin carving, it's more than an activity, it's a sport. So like I said before, mistakes are bound to happen, but it is just the way that you deal with those mistakes that end up making art. However it fits, I love this piece because it's like a puzzle. Perfect. What's his name? I present to you Alan the Pumpkin. Ha ha ha! We got Alan now. So As you can see, I've added a light to Alan, and now he is lighting up the season of Halloween. I say this with a very, very heavy heart. Very, very heavy heart. But I hope you have all truly enjoyed the series. I've loved making it so much. Once again, thank you so much for joining me in this series, and happy Halloween. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the creations that you have maybe followed along or just enjoyed mine. Happy Halloween. Please stay safe and keep your spook on and talk to your favorite pigeon on this day. Goodbye. Farewell. Goodbye.